This is problem number 17 of the 2012 AP Calculus exam. The figure above shows the graph of f. If f of x is equal to the integral from 2 to x of g of t dt, which of the following could be the graph of y equals g of x? Let's begin with the function. F of x is equal to the integral from 2 to x of g of t dt. And if I take the derivative of the function f of x, I would be looking at the slope. And so let's do that. We'll take the derivative of f of x, which means we'll take the derivative of the right-hand side with respect to x as well. So I'll have the derivative, d dx, of the integral 2 to x of g of t dt. And if I take the derivative of an integral, I get the function itself. So we'll get g of x as being equal to the first derivative of f of x. And remember, we were mentioning that was representing the slope. So let's look at the graph of f. Let's look at the slope. We notice that slope is positive. It's greater than 0. But the slope in this function, this graph of f, is a specific number. It's a constant. So the slope, first of all, is a constant greater than 0. So as I look at these graphs, which would be the graph of g of x, I've got to have some graph that would be a constant, like y equals 1, y equals 2, y equals 3, a constant greater than 0. Well, if I have y equals and a constant, that's going to be a horizontal line. And so 1 greater than 0 would be above the x-axis, such as A, and that would be our answer. B would be a constant, but it's below the axis. It's less than 0. C is above the axis, but it's not a horizontal line. It's not a constant. It's a variable slope. And D and E have both that are above and below, and so we would not choose those. The answer here is letter A.